when I used this product, I was really impressed.
Welcome to the video.
How's it going, everyone, and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be looking at 3 specialty head shaving razors. I'm going to show you all of the key information that you need to know about each one so that you can decide which one you think is the best. And then I'm going to be sharing with you my own experience and which one I think is the top pick. Now, when we shave our heads, we of course want to be using the best products. A lot of people want an efficient head shave, comfortable, no redness, easy to use, a good value product. You've built up the courage up to that head shave. The last thing you want to be using is dodgy products and not having a good time with that head shaving. We want to enjoy it. So let's dive into these products one by one, and I will tell you all of the key things you need to know. Let's start first with the Omnishaver. The price on Amazon is going to cost you about $25 for 1 unit, and you can get 5 units for a lovely $100. The key thing about the Omnishaver, it is designed specifically with speed in mind. The fastest head shave possible. There's loads of videos on YouTube, and it says it on the website. You could get a head shave in under 1 minute, which is a crazy, what's that word? A pretty alarming statement, and it's gonna worry guys out there who have that sensitive skin. And I'll say straight off the bat, I really don't think this is a product for guys who suffer with sensitive skin. You're using that razor almost like sort of sandpaper. Sandpapering it off, someone described it to me, and you have to pass those razor, all of those blades, there's 12 of them, over the skin multiple times. Now there's 2 versions of the Omnishaver. You've got the classic and you've got the premium. The premium version is made of metal, which apparently will hold that heat and give you a more comfortable head shave, allowing the device warming up those follicles and allowing it to pass over the head, pass over the scalp more smoothly. It's bi-directional, so another key element of the Omnishaver's design is that it will self-clean as you go. Of course, as you shave one way, the other side is clearing those blades using friction from the scalp. Self-cleaning and self-stropping, okay, polishes those blades, and apparently this helps keep those blades sharper, smoother, tighter, less dull for a longer amount of time. The blades in the Omnishaver are of course not replaceable. You will need to replace that whole unit, and lifetime apparently has been quoted anywhere in the region of 1 month to 3 months. Now that really surprises me, because the thing I notice about the blades on the Omnishaver is honestly they're not the sharpest. But let's talk about the technique, okay? This straight out the box, you are gonna have to work on your technique. There's a little bit of a learning curve. You can't be timid with it. I said that in my initial review. If you go in very weak, sort of slow motions, not wanting to apply any pressure, the product's really not gonna work effectively. There's no other way to say it. With the Omnishaver, you literally just have to go for it, get that hair off as if you are trying to get that 1 minute head shave. So the most important thing of the Omnishaver, if you're looking for the fastest possible head shave, the Omnishaver is gonna be at the top of that list. Next, let's move on to the half-time razor. A very interesting design again, and it does share similarities with the Omnishaver. It's another razor that is supposed to be used bi-directionally. You stroke it, shave it one way, and then you go against the other way using those opposing blades. It says that the first 12-bladed razor. Now the designer of this product looked at things like swimming laps, painting a wall, and mowing a lawn. If we use the swimming laps analogy, it would be like swimming one lap from one end of the pool to the other, getting out of the pool, walking back around and doing the same thing again. That is how he sees traditional shaving methods. You shave down, lift the razor up to the starting point and go again. Now he wanted to save time, of course says it in the name, half-time razor, skipping that unnecessary bit of moving the razor and just using the opposing blades to go back and forth, back and forth. Unlike the Omnishaver, when you're using the half-time razor, only one cartridge, okay, only half of those blades are going to be in contact with the head at one time. I do know there are guys that say that you can use it by pushing down rather hard and you can get both of those blades in contact with the head. However, the pivot on the half-time razor is rather stiff, so you do have to apply a lot of pressure to get both of those blades in contact with the full scalp at the same time. And it's a similar thing when you're using only one of the blades. Because that pivot is quite stiff, you really do have to think about the angle of that cartridge against your head. If you're off, only one or two of those blades inside the cartridge are going to come into contact with the hairs, with the scalp at one time. So again, a little bit of a learning curve with this device. Not only that, you hold it in a very specific way, using 3 fingers. The middle finger sort of supports underneath, and you use the other 2 fingers kind of like a seesaw to move those blades, get them in contact. The Omnishaver will use shorter, sharper strokes. The half-time razor, you need to use much longer strokes, and I suggest if you do use it, when you're using it, you go from the front all the way to the back, and then again from the back all the way to the front. If you use this seesaw motion, seesaw, madrigal, shaving little areas at one time, because those blades are spaced really quite far apart, you're gonna get this patch in the middle where your middle finger is supporting where you haven't shaved yet. So I suggest a strategically planned shave if you're using the half-time razor. The blades on this very similar to the Dollar Shave Club blades, not the sharpest, kind of underwhelming, just an average bladed cartridge. It does the job. Now, I don't have any stats on shelf life of these blades, how many shaves you're gonna get out of them, but again, this unit, you have to dispose of the unit as a whole. The blades on either end are not replaceable. The cost of the half-time razor is gonna be $10 for one, or $15 for 2 of those half-time razors. Now, I wanna say with both of those companies, first off, the Omnishaver and the half-time razor, you know, the customer service I got from those guys was fantastic, and they were very, very generous enough to send me out those units to try and share with you guys. So I do love that they're trying to innovate, trying to get us guys out there the best products to have, the most intuitive, most comfortable, efficient head shaves. Now, let's move on to the last one, the Headblade. This, of course, has been on the market for the longest, and it's probably the most popular one out there. A lot of guys initially probably hear about the Headblade when you first start looking at different razors that are available on the market. I know this also a very popular product with a lot of people. The Amazon reviews there are fantastic. Now, you can pick up this Moto, you know, one handle with the blade for about $12 on Amazon, and a replacement pack of cartridges are going to be about $15 for 4 cartridges. Yes, I said replacement. The cartridges on the Headblade are replaceable, which of course is going to cut down a little bit on that waste. Now, I have to say I was put off by this product initially. You know, it's kind of like this race car design I thought was a little bit gimmicky, to be honest. I was really put off by that. It's kind of, I felt like it was aimed at sort of that midlife crisis dad with its sports car appearance. So initially I wasn't really fussed about trying this product, but again, I was sent one out, and I'll get straight to the point. When I used this product, I was really, really impressed. I actually took the Headblade away with me when I went on a trip to Thailand, and it was the only one that I took with me. I took one handle and 2 replacement cartridges. If I'm using a normal razor like the Gillettes I've used in the past, I would usually use 1 cartridge for about 4 or 5 head shaves. I was expecting the same thing with the Headblade, but I thought, hey, I'm gonna keep using this, see how long it can last. And it actually lasted the entire 2-week trip with 1 cartridge on that. I didn't replace it the whole time, and that was with shaving every 2 days. So that was one thing initially that really, really impressed me with the Headblade. Now, another thing with the Headblade that I'm gonna say was really, really awesome is its sort of 2 pivot action, okay? It pivots up and down at the cartridge and side to side. Now, that makes using the Headblade so, so comfortable. It really contorts, conforms to all of the bumps, all of the sort of different angles of the head, and it just makes for a super comfortable shave, especially at the size of your head, where the blade can pivot and sort of constantly be in contact with the scalp where it's needed to shave those hairs down. Holding the Headblade as well in your hand is, again, it's really, really comfortable. It's sort of like a 3-finger job, very similar to the half-time razor. However, we know when we're in the shower using those shaving creams, we're using the water, things can get a little bit slippery, a little bit slidey. That was another problem I found with the half-time razor. The plastic material in the middle there makes it a little bit difficult to grip, especially if you're trying to, get some speed in there. The Headblade, however, has a nice grippy handle. It's got a sort of rubbery texture to it, a lot of texture points, and it doesn't slip at all. It's just very, very comfortable to use. Of course, your Headblade, you use a similar action to the half-time razor. Start at the front, go all the way back, then at the back all the way to the front. Unlike the half-time razor, the Headblade, you have to take it off, turn it around, and then go the opposite motion when you want to shave the other way. The half-time razor, of course, cuts that part out. So the Headblade really, really impressed me. And that's why out of these 3 products, I personally think the Headblade is the best one out there on the market. It's very intuitive, like I said, super comfortable when you use it. You've got some free fingers there that you can use to feel if there's any hairs left. I describe using the Headblade like this. Imagine if you had razor blades on your hand here and you could just use the palm of your hand to go like this and shave off those hairs. Very intuitive, very comfortable, and to be honest, the closest you're gonna get to that is using the Headblade. So there you go, guys. I hope you found this one useful. I did separate videos on these ones in the past, but I wanted to do an update video for you guys to let you know which one out of those 3 I thought was the best. Each product has its advantages, and again, I love that they're putting products out there on the market to make this head shaving more comfortable, more intuitive, and just accessible to a lot more people. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions about these products or anything, drop them down in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe, guys, because we've got so much more coming on the YouTube channel. And if you want to pick up any of those products, you can look at my favorite shaving products on my Amazon store. Just click the link down below. And if you do make a purchase, again, it's an awesome way to help support the channel. Thank you once again, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.